So first thing, when you come into a car, what's the first thing you do? You want to learn in an automatic. What is it that you need to do? You can't just drive. There are a few things you need to do before you start to drive. So you want to make the journey, you want to move the car. What is it that you need to do? There are a few checks you need to do to make sure you as a driver, you are safe on the road. You are safe to drive the car. There is a safety checks that you need to do before you move off. So what is the safety checks? We normally call it cockpit drill, which is 5 things. D, S, 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 M. D, trouble SM. This is what we call cockpit drill. It's 5 things you check when you come into a car. You want to make sure that you as a driver, you are safe to drive the car. You can't just drive and then as you're driving, you realize there's something missing. You're not safe. So these 5 things makes you safe, makes you ready to drive the car. It's what we call setup of as a driver for you to drive the car. So those setups, like I said, it's D, S, 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 M. D, trouble S, M. Okay, let's start with the D. So D is for door. You as a driver, you want to make sure all the doors are shut in your car. You as a driver, it is your responsibility to make sure all the doors, not just your door, all the door. So just say this door you didn't check. You came in, it was already open because your family member, your friend who left it open. You didn't know. You came in, you're driving, you're going left and right. What's going to happen? The door's going to fly open, right? Whose fault is that? It could be your family member who left it open, but you can't blame them because it's not them who's driving the car. Who's driving the car? You are driving the car. So your responsibility to check if that door was closed. So you as a driver, first thing you check if all the doors are shut. If I were you, I would start from the front, check the bonnet, check this door, check the back door, check the boot, check the back door, check this door, come in. Now you know all the doors are shut. So when I say door, I mean including the bonnet and the boot. All these are part of door. You don't want anything to fly open on your driving. Okay? So you as a driver, make sure all the doors are shut in your car when you come in. Number 1. Number 2, seat. So you come in and you take your seat. Is your seat okay? You want to make sure 2 things when you're driving. 1, are you comfortable? And number 2, so you have 2 pedals on the floor. You have the gas and you're on the brake. When you are adjusting your seat and checking if the seat is okay, you want to make sure you could reach the pedals without going back and forward, without stretching. So you want to make sure that you could reach the pedals and you want to make sure you are comfortable. The other thing with your seat is the headrest. The headrest. You want to make sure that is there so that when you stop the car in an emergency for any reason, you go forward and then you go back. And if that's not in the right place, what's going to happen? You're going to break your neck, right? So you have to make sure that's in the right place. If it's not, there is a button, it goes up and down. The car that you are driving, just make sure you know how to adjust that. All the other seats, they all have headrest. Make sure they're all okay. Make sure they're all working. Whoever's sitting in your car, you want to make sure they're all working. If not, make sure no one sits there because they need to be safe as well. Not just you, all the drivers sitting in your car needs to be safe. Next is the seat belt. Okay, so we go the door, we go the seat. What's next? The seat belt. You want to make sure you put the seat belt on your driving. In the UK, it is by law you have to put the seat belt on. Why? Because it's for your own safety. 2 reasons you put the seat belt on. Number 1, for your safety, and number 2 is the law. You got no choice. You have to put the seat belt on. Okay. Why do you put it? Because it's your own safety. You want to save somebody. You stop the car in an emergency and then you go flying forward through the window. That's not good, is it? Saving someone, killing yourself. So it is for your safety and also it's the law. Anybody else sitting in your car, in the UK, the law is anyone sitting in your car, it is your responsibility at the age of 14 that they put the seatbelt on. Above 14, they're responsible. But that's the law protecting you. If I were you, doesn't matter how old they are, make sure they put the seatbelt on. Whoever's sitting in your car. So every seat has seatbelt. Make sure they're all working. Like I said, if it's not working, make sure no one sits there. Now I'm going to take the seatbelt off because I'm not driving at the moment. So I'm going to take it off. It'll be easier to talk. So we go to the door. we got the seat, we got the seat belt. What's next? It's the steering. Okay, you want to make sure you could reach it. You know, you don't want to be too far, you don't want to be too near. You want to be, the distance should be in a position where you are comfortable, so that when you are steering from top to bottom, you are not going forward. It's not like too far and you have to go forward like that to steer. When you're steering, only your hand moves. So adjust in a way so that your body doesn't need to move. Only your hand moves when you're steering. Okay? Hold it 2:45 and make sure it's not too far or too near. It's best to have some bend here so that when you go on the top, you could reach it. Okay? The other thing about the steering is there's a lock here, and it goes out and it goes in, it goes up and down. Okay, you could do that as well for you to adjust. When you do adjust, make sure you lock it back after you've done it. Many, they unlock it, adjust that, and then they forget to put the lock back on again. So make sure if you do use that, lock it back on again. Okay, so go to the door, go to the seat, seat belt, steering. What's the M? The last one is the M, which is the mirrors. Okay, you've got 3 mirrors as a driver: 1, 2, and 3. You want to make sure you want to adjust in a way so that top one, you could see the whole window in the middle. So you adjust in a way so that you don't have to move your head too much. Because the mirror moves, adjust in a way so that you could just see it with your eyes. And if you can't, then move it with your hands, holding it on the edge, and just make sure you adjust it so that, good, I could see it. Okay, I could see it with my eyes. Now if I move my head, if I want to, but if you adjust it in a way so that you have to move your head, then every time you need to check, you have to move your head, and that's annoying. Okay, so adjust it in a way so I could just see with my eyes. So that's the top, and then the side ones. On this side one, edge of the mirror nearest to you, you should be able to see the edge of your car a little bit, and then the road parallel. So you can see on the side who's coming. Same here. Edge of the mirror nearest to you, edge of the car, and then the road parallel. So you should be able to see a little bit of your car on the side, and then the road, not up to the sky or down to the floor, it's level. So somebody on the side, maybe cyclist, you could see it. Okay, so these are the 5 things we call it cockpit drill, the safety setup you need to do before you drive as a driver. Okay, door, seat, seat belt, steering, mirrors. The question is, do you have to do it in that order, the way I just gave you? Door, seat, seat belt, steering, mirrors. The answer is no, it doesn't have to be. It could be randomly. As long as you checked all 5 is fine. The only one thing I would say is do the mirrors last. The rest doesn't matter as long as you do the mirrors last. Why? Just imagine you came in and you've done the mirror first or second, and then you've adjusted the seat. What do you think is going to happen? So you've done the mirror, done, and then you've done the seat. Because you've moved the seat, what's going to happen with the mirror? You have to do the mirror again. So it doesn't make sense, does it? So do all this setup randomly, doesn't matter. Do the mirrors last. But the way I gave you makes sense, doesn't it? Come in through the door, you take your seat, put your seatbelt on, check your steering, check your mirrors. It makes sense, doesn't it? It doesn't make sense you come in, you leave the door open, take your seat, and then close the door. It doesn't make sense. So in that order that I gave you, it makes more sense. But like I said, randomly, no problem. So that's the setup for you to do before you start to drive. If you need extra help on learning to drive and to pass the driving test, don't forget to take the advantage of our online course, which gives everything a learner needs. Everything a learner needs, this course has. It has over 30 videos on the course. I will leave a link on the description for you to have a look. Have a look and see and read. If you like it, you could always join the course. Thank you for watching. Bye for now. Get to know your controls. There are 5 basic controls in an automatic car. 5 basics, okay? 2 for your feet and 3 basic for your hand. And then you also have the fans and the radio and the AC and all that. But these are basics that you don't need to know for you to move the car in the beginning. You need to know about the 5 controls in an automatic, okay? So 2 on the floor. Let's talk about the 2 on the floor. So 2 on the floor here, okay? You have the gas, which is the right one, and then you have the brake, which is the left one. There is nothing on the left for your left feet. Both of the control that you need is for your right, gas and brake. Okay, that's the thing about automatic. In automatic there is no clutch, so you don't need your left feet. It's just there, you don't use it. You never use the left feet. It's always the right feet for both, one for the gas and the same one for the brake. So why same for both is because you will never need the gas and the brake same time. You'll never need it. It's always going to be one or the other. And this is why the same fit. When you are using it, make sure you don't use too much of your feet and too less. Use the top of your feet so you could feel it. When you're giving gas, make sure you are only giving gently. So if you need to increase, press it gently, gently, and then increase. Don't jam on it. Don't jam, don't let go like that. You give it really slowly, and then when you let go really slowly. Very sensitive, okay? So gentle. So that's the gas, or we call it accelerator. Okay, next one is the brake. What does it do? It slows the car, it stops the car, and it gives the signals to the car behind. How? Because when you touch the brake or when you brake, red light comes at the back and it warns others that you are slowing down or you are braking. Okay, so what does it do? It slows the car, it stops the car, and it gives the signals to the car behind. Which feet? Right feet. And like I said, it's the same feet for both, never the left feet. So don't do that. One for gas, one for brake. Never do that, okay? Left foot, like I said, you just leave it there. It's just there. You don't need it. It's gas and then brake. Gas and then brake. So you need to give gas, you give gas. If you need to brake, you off gas, cover it, and you brake. Okay? So these are the two controls you need for your automatic car. There is no third one. Okay? So you've got the foot control. I say foot because, like I said, you only need one foot. You don't need the left at all. Then you have three for your hands. So you got the two for your foot, then you have three for your hands. You have the steering, then you have the handbrake, and you have the gear lever. Even though you don't need to change gear, you still have the lever to direct, to take you where you want to go. So let's talk about the steering. Steering, where do you hold? It is advised in the UK to hold quarter to three. This is the new position now. It used to be 10 to 2 or quarter to 3, but now they say, according to research, it is best to hold quarter to 3. Don't cross hands. Don't cross hands. Always keep both hands on the wheel, quarter to 3. Crossing hand is not good because when you are crossing hand, the airbag is normally in the middle here. And if something happens, your hand is there, what's going to happen? It's going to be trouble for you, right? The airbag is going to be, instead of saving you, helping you, it's going to give you problem. So make sure no crossing hands. You do pull and push technique. Okay, make sure you learn how to do pull and push technique. Quarter to 3, you hold and do pull and push technique, and try not to cross hands. Okay, you're going to fail the test for that? No, you won't fail the test for that because it is not something which is you're losing control of your car. You are still under control, but like I said, one of the danger of crossing hand is the airbag in the middle. It's not going to work properly. So that's the steering. And then you have the other two for your hands. So let's talk about the hands control. You have the handbrake. Okay, in this car you have a button up for on. In your car you might have a lever where it goes up and down. You have a stick. Press the button, it goes up for on, down for off, depending on the car that you are driving. In this car, like I said, I have this up for on. The job of the handbrake is to secure your car so the car doesn't move. The job of the handbrake is to hold the car so it doesn't move. So you put the handbrake on so it doesn't roll the car, it doesn't move off. It secures the car, it holds your car. So that's the handbrake for this car. In your car, if it's different, make sure you know where the handbrake is. Number one. Number two, you have the gear lever. You have the gear, even though it doesn't work like the manual, but you still have the gear to change. You have a button here, you press that, and then you shift it to wherever you want to go. You have P, then you have R, you have N, you have D. P for park, R for reverse, N for neutral, D for drive. And then on this side you have M, which is you shift the gear manually, meaning this is if you only go to drive, it's just going to change automatically for you. You don't have to do anything. If you want to do it by yourself, changing gear, you could go to M, and then you go up and down. First gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear. Basically, you change the gear up as you increase your speed, and then you reduce the gear as the speed reduces. But many automatic drivers, they got no clue of that, how it works. And you never need that. If you don't use it, no problem. You could just drive on D all your life, is not a problem. It's best to know how the manual work. Make sure you learn that. Like I said, many, they got no clue how that works. They never use it. But it's best to know how to use it. Okay, like I said, you could go to first gear, second gear, third gear, and then go down as you reduce your speed. And then you also have the fans, the air conditioning. Then you could also, like I said, the manual gear, you could change it with your hands if you want. That's going down, and the other side, here, it goes up. Okay, then you have the indicator on the side, up for right, down for left. And then you have on the other side the wiper and cleaning the window and everything. Then on the side you have the window opening and closing. So these are the controls of your car. And also, I've just given you the basics of the controls in an automatic, but automatic has many gadgets. Every different automatic cars have different things. So there are many extra things I have in my car which the other one doesn't have, and the other one has many which I don't have. There are many extras. These are to make your life a little bit more easier and to give you that comfort on your driving. But these are extra stuff. Make sure you get to know, read the manual of your car that you are driving, get to know the handbook, read that, and get to know those extras that you have in your car. Learn those things, because it's just there. If you don't use it, then you just waste it. Okay, I've given you the basic because those basics you will need to drive. You've got two on the floor: steering, handbrake, gear, lever to change. You'll need all those basics in every car. But then, like I said, there are many other gadgets you will have in automatic, because they keep adding things on. So read the manual, read the handbook on your car to learn how to use those for your comfort. So these are the basics. These are the things you need to do before you move. If you need extra help on learning to drive and to pass the driving test, don't forget to take the advantage of our online course, which gives everything a learner needs. Everything a learner needs, this course has. It has over 30 videos on the course. I will leave a link on the description for you to have a look. Have a look and see and read. If you like it, you could always join the course. Thank you for watching. Bye for now. Now let's move the car off. Let's see if we know how to move the car. Okay? For us to move, we need to start the car. Automatic, how do you start the car? Put the brake on. Put the brake on with your right foot and press the button in your car. Done. Press the button in this car. In your car, maybe you have a key, whichever. You put the brake on, start with the key, or you press the button, whichever in your car, the way you start. Okay? Once you've done that, you could release your feet if you want. Done. So the car is already started. How did I do it? Put the brake down, put the brake on, and then press the button in this car. In your car, maybe the key. And then you could just release. Done. You've started the car. Now for you to move, what do? Put the brake on, and the car is now on P now because it's on park. Okay, so what do? You need to take it from P to D. You want to drive, right? So what do? You press that thing like I showed you earlier, and you leave the brake on, by the way, and you shift it to D. Done. So you put the brake on and then you shift the gear to D. Okay, done. And then what do? Take the handbrake off. Now in this car, soon as I go to drive, meaning D, or even if I want to reverse, go to R, the handbrake comes off automatically. In your car, if it doesn't come off, make sure you take it off. So for you to prepare to move, what's the three things you do? You put the brake on, shift the gear to D, take the handbrake off. That's the preparation. Okay? So for you to move, what do? Brake on, shift it to D, handbrake off. Done. What's next? You want to make sure it is safe for you to move. Look around. Blind spot. When you look around, you are looking for 6 things: back, side mirror, top mirror, front, side mirror, and blind spot. Okay, these are the 6 you check to move off, and then you consider if you need to signal somebody around, put the signal on. Nobody around, no signal. But if you're not sure, put the signal on. If I were you, if you're not sure, put the signal on, because examiner won't fail you by putting the signal on even if there's nobody there. But if there is and you didn't, you will fail. So if you're not sure, put the signal on. Next thing, because it's raining, I'm just going to clean the window. Done. Okay, I've cleaned the window and I'm ready. Brake is on. Okay, handbrake is off. For me to move now, what do I do? Nothing. All I do is just release the brake gradually, car starts to move, and then I just steer around the way I want to go. Now let me add on. Soon as I release the brake, because I'm on D, the car will always push to go forward. It will never go back, even if it's on hill. So even if I was on a hill, because I'm on D, meaning to go forward, the car will never go back. Many, they get confused. They think when they go on a hill, they think that while the handbrake is off, if I release the brake, is the car going to go back? No, because it's on D, it's always going to go forward, even if it's on hill. It's never going to go back. And all you do, as soon as you release the brake, give a little gas, car starts to go. When you go to reverse, car will never go forward. It will always go back, even if it's on a hill. Is that clear for you? So I'm on D, meaning even if I was on hill now, is the car going to go back? No. So I'm ready. Release the brake. Blind spot one more time. Car starts to go forward. Cover the gas. And just give gas. Done. Do I need to change gear? No. I just steer. I just hold the car. And I just go. Just hold the car. And I just increase. And I just drive on. I need to stop. Mirror, mirror. Put the signal on. And I go to just brake a little, gently brake, and nice position, and put the brake on. So the car stops. What do I do now? Handbrake on, neutral, rest my feet, put the brake back on again, go to P, rest my feet. Done. So that's how you move the car, and that's how you stop the car. Let's move off again. Put the brake on, go to D, take the handbrake off. In this car, I don't have to because it already goes off. In your car, make sure you take it off. If it doesn't, look around, blind spot, signal, blind spot. Just release the brake and take the car to the position by giving little gas if I need to. Okay? At the end, we'll go right, mirror, mirror, signal right. Put the signal back on if it goes off. I wait here and mirror. Do I need to change gear? No. It changes automatically. Like I said, the M I showed you earlier, the manual, you will never need it if you don't want to. Okay? Okay. I'm going to go next road on the left in a minute. Mirror, mirror, signal left. There we go. Go left here. Next road on the left. Mirror, mirror. Signal left. I'm going to go really slowly because I can't see who's coming. There we go. Left again, mirror, mirror. Signal left. Okay. How do I stop? Brake, 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 and stop. Do I need to change gear? No. Look around. Just let the brake go. So when I go on a junction, I just stop with the brake. And then if I need to go, just release the brake. Like I said, it's just going to creep forward. It's never going to go back. Again, over there, going to go right. Mirror, mirror. Going to go right. Signal right. Go and stop first. So I go and stop. I stop here with the brake. And then if it's safe, just release the brake. Car starts to go. Release the brake. And it just goes. Done. It's never going to go back. It's never going to roll back. On D, it's always going to go forward. On R, meaning reverse, it's always going to go back. We're going to go next road left, mirror, mirror, signal left, okay, off gas, cover the brake, just gentle brake, nothing, just brake, and steer, just brake, and now give gas, mirror, done. Both hands on the wheel, you just relax, and you just drive. Okay, so that's it for this video, and I hope the video giving you everything you need for you to drive an automatic car, for you to move and stop an automatic car. I hope you've learned everything, the basics. If you need extra help on learning to drive and to pass the driving test, don't forget to take the advantage of our online course, which gives everything a learner needs. Everything a learner needs, this course has. It has over 30 videos on the course. I will leave a link on the description for you to have a look. Have a look and see and read. If you like it, you could always join the course. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.